Hey there everybody, Thet here and welcome to Thet Plays Slay the Spire. This game is by Megacrit Games. It's not quite out yet, but it will probably be if you've watched this in the future. If you watched this in the past, I don't know how you did that. But anyway, that's not the point. Slay the Spire is a deck-building roguelike game that I enjoy quite a bit. We'll start diving into it here in a bit. Now, I'll give you the Cliff's Notes of the mechanics of the game. If you want to get another explanation, I have a Thet Checks Out video of this, which you can find in the description below. But if you're ready to dive in, let's hit play and get ready to slay some spires. I'm going to go ahead and choose the Ironclad this time. He is the first character you get in the game. We'll try the Silent out in a future playthrough here, but for now, let's keep it simple. Ironclad has 80 HP, starts with 99 gold. He has the Burning Blood, which means at the end of combat he heals 6 HP. Burning Blood is a relic. As you gain relics throughout the game, you get stronger depending on what their abilities give you. Anyway, he sold his soul to harness demonic energies. Let's take our Ironclad and embark. Another try, level 1, the Exordium. Apparently this guy talks to you every time after your first run, or something like that. Either way, he brought me back. And he did not give me a bonus. All right, good to know. Here's your main map screen for the first level. Up here at the top is the boss, and you can see our path that we can take to the boss. You can see all of the icons that are on the map, so you can plan out your route if you'd like. For example, let's say that I want to go to this merchant over here. I can start on this section right here, the second one. Head up to this unknown spot and maybe get an encounter, maybe get another fight. Fight another enemy here, and boom, I'm at the merchant. And then farther up, I can move towards this campfire here, maybe take on this elite enemy. In fact, that might be exactly what we're going to do. Let's start. All right, the first area gives us a jaw worm. He's going to play defensively, as the game tells you right over here. And then we get to choose our cards. We have 3 energy over here on the left-hand side. And we have 5 cards to choose from in our hand. They all take 1 energy each, so we can play 3 cards. We do not get to carry our energy over to the next round, so that's something to keep in mind. Since he's not going to attack us, let's go straight on with 3 strikes. Just maximize our damage here, get 18 health off of his face, and bring him down to 22 out of 40 health. End our turn, and then he gets to go. He bellows! He gains 3 strength and 6 shield. So before we can hurt him, we have to break through his shield before we can get to his HP. His strength allows him to do more damage, so 3 extra strength equals 3 extra damage. So normally his attack would only do 7, but now it's doing 10. He's also going to block with this attack, so let's see if we can hit him hard here. We're going to bash him, one of the cards that we have here. It does take 2 energy, but it does make him vulnerable for 2 turns. So by doing this, we hit him. Boom. It knocked the 6 shield off of him and did 2 damage above the shield, so that came off his HP. And he's now vulnerable, so he'll take 50% more damage from attacks for 2 turns. So if I use Strike now, boom, I hit him for 9 damage. I'm now out of energy, so he's going to hit me for the full 10 HP here. Oh no, my health. He also gave himself 5 block. He's now going to be defensive again, so he's going to block and use a buff. It's all well and good, because we're just going to slap him like silly, because he's still vulnerable. Down he goes to get my 6 health back. I grab 18 gold. You could skip any of these rewards if you want as well. A poison potion. Hold up to 3 potions up here at the top. This one will apply 7 poison to the enemy. Then we get to get a new card. Feel no pain. Whenever a card is exhausted means that you throw away the card and you cannot get it back when you shuffle your deck. If you use all the cards in your deck while going through your hands and your turns, you get all the cards that were discarded back. But if they're exhausted, you don't get them back. Whenever a card is exhausted, gain 4 block. I don't have any method of exhausting cards yet, so that does nothing for me. Clothesline, 12 damage, and applies Weaken on the enemy for 2 turns. Weaken means they deal 25% less damage. That could be useful. Takes 2 energy. Power Through. Add 2 wounds to my hand, but gain 15 block. Wounds are cards that don't do anything. So I can't think of a synergy to work with wounds right now. So right now, Clothesline seems like the safest bet. So I'm going to go ahead and grab Clothesline and head to the unknown area. And there you go. You kind of have the simplest way of explaining the gameplay loop here. Loop. This is what I meant, loop. Of how the turns go, what rewards you get, and all that stuff. Anyway, let's see. We found the serpent. You walk into a room to find a large hole in the ground. As you approach the hole, a strange serpent creature appears from within. Oh ho! Hello, hello. What have we got here? Hello, adventurer. I ask a simple question. The most fulfilling of lives is that in which you can buy anything. Do you agree? Well, do I agree? If I agree, I get 125 gold, but I also get the Doubt Curse. A curse is a card that goes into your deck that doesn't actually help. So, unplayable. At the end of my turn, I gain 1 weaken for doubting myself. You know, I don't need 125 gold. No. He stares at you with a look of extreme disappointment. Well, that's too bad. I just don't need that. Let's go to this other fight here so we can get through him into the merchant. We're now fighting a slaver. He's going to be strategic, so he's going to hit me for 7 damage and also give me a negative effect. I don't really want that. We could weaken him with clothesline. Let's do that. Boom. Now he can only do 5 damage, and we can block that. We're still going to get the negative effect, but we will at least avoid the damage. Rake. He's weakened us. Now we deal less damage as well. All right. He's still going to hit us for 5 damage and still apply a negative effect. So I'm thinking, hit him twice. 8 damage down. Defend ourselves again. We have another good turn here. Now, if you look in the bottom left, we only have 1 card left in our hand. So we're going to draw that card. Then our discard pile goes back into our deck, and we shuffle it, gain more cards. So I'm still weakened. Now he's just going to hit us with 12 damage. I kind of want... let's bash him. And then I'm not going to hit him this turn. I'm going to defend. We're going to block 5 of this damage. We're going to still going to take a little bit. 7 damage, not too bad. Down to 69 health is a good number. Good number. 12 damage to him. But now we have him vulnerable. So we can hit him with clothesline. Slap him for 18 damage. Hit him again with the sword. Down he goes. We've done it. Let's see what we get this time. Clash. Can only be played if every other card in your hand is an attack card. You can see what kind of card it is in the center of the card. Deal 14 damage. It costs nothing if I only have attack cards. That's pretty good. Iron Wave. Gain 5 block, deal 5 damage. It does 1 less damage than Slash, but other than that, it seems like a straight upgrade because it only costs 1. Limit Break. Double your exhaust. Or double your strength, and then exhaust the card. I don't have anything to improve my strength right now, so this card is actually useless to me right now. But it could be something great later. I'm going to go with Iron Wave. I don't have enough attack cards, I don't think, to make Clash a guaranteed use. And I have too many skill cards. I think Iron Wave is the safer bet here. And now let's head to the merchant and see what they have for sale. How you doing? Welcome. Thank you. Merchant has cards for sale and other things. Let's see. They have Dropkick. Deal 5 damage. If the enemy is vulnerable, gain an energy and then draw a card. This is really nice. It does 5 damage. It doesn't seem like much, but if they're vulnerable, then I get my energy, 1 energy back that I have to cost, and then I get another card. So that's really useful. Rampage. Deal 8 damage every time this card is played. It increases its damage by 4 for this fight. So every time it goes from the discard pile back into my pile, it does 4 extra damage. Battle Trance. Draw 3 cards. You cannot draw any additional cards this turn. That doesn't seem that great. Warcry. Draw 2 cards. Place a card from your hand on top of your draw pile, and then exhaust. So Warcry would allow me to take 2 cards, pick one, or no, keep both of them actually, and then put another card on top of my draw pile so I get it next turn. I could see that being useful, but maybe not right now. Fire Breathing. At the end of your turn, for each attack played this turn, deal 1 damage to all enemies. This is a power, so it lasts until it gets dispelled or till the end of the fight. I could also get some colorless cards. Colorless cards don't cost anything. Dramatic Entrance. It's innate. I always start with this in my hand. I deal 6 damage to all enemies, and then I get rid of it. This is literally just do 6 damage for free. That's pretty cool. Secret Weapon. Choose an attack from your draw pile and place it into your hand, and then exhaust it. That's pretty cool as well, but it's extremely expensive, and it's actually out of my price range. Battle Trance is for sale for 35. I don't really want it. I can't afford any of these relics, so I don't want to tempt myself by looking at them. I really want Dropkick. Since we have Bash that can make enemies vulnerable, this really scales and works with Bash. So I'm going to grab this. And I can't afford Rampage, which is too bad. I don't want Battle Trance. I don't think it's good enough. I could buy some potions. Weak Potion will apply 3 weak to the enemy. Energy Potion will just give me straight up 2 energy. Fire Potion for 20 damage. I'm going to keep my gold for now. I think this one card is fine. I don't want to remove any cards yet, just because I don't have enough. Let's head to the unknown area here and see what we got. A treasure chest. 23 gold and a bag of preparation. At the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards. Cool! That's a relic. You can keep it in our top left. Very nice. Moving on, we get to our rest stop here. We can either rest to gain 30% of our HP back. We have 75, so I don't think we need to do that right now. Or we can go to the smith and upgrade our card. So let's upgrade a card in our deck. I don't want to upgrade strike or defend. It doesn't seem worth it. But what about dropkick? What happens when if I upgrade this? Turns into dropkick plus, does 8 damage, and that's the only upgrade to it. That's not too bad, though. Most cards can only be upgraded once. Iron Wave, 7 damage and 7 block for 1 energy is really good. Clothesline, 14 damage, weak for 3 turns. That could be pretty good, too. Bash, 10 damage, vulnerable for 3 turns. Oh my god, there's a lot of good ones here. Let's do Bash for now. Because this long-term vulnerable really scales well, I think. Making that last another turn can work very well for us. Let's take on this elite boss now. Let's see what this boy has for us here. He's got Metallicize, which means he gains 8 block at the end of every turn. That's rough. He's asleep right now. Well, let's bash him. That broke his block. It also woke him up. He's stunned right now, so he's still not going to be able to move. But his vulnerable means that dropkick is free. Boom. Draw another card. I got defend. Not going to work for us, so I'm going to strike him and end our turn. That was a pretty good first turn there. Now he's going to be able to fight back. 18 damage. This boy's not fooling around. Let's weaken that up with the clothesline right now. 13 damage. Iron Wave to give us a block and do a little bit extra damage to him. We're going to block 5 of this damage, bringing it from 13 down to 8 to our HP, I should say. Brought him down to 67 health. Not too bad. He's still weakened. He's still vulnerable. Let's bash him again. Ooh. First of all, dropkick's free. Let's use that. All right, we got a strike card. Not that great. Do I want to keep him vulnerable or do I want to keep him weakened? I think I'm going to use Bash and keep him vulnerable. And then Iron Wave for the block. There we go. Good damage, good damage. 13, down to 8. Our health is still pretty good. It's well above half. He's going to be strategic this turn, so he's going to try to inflict a debuff on me. But because he's not going to hit us, we can go all in with strikes. Well, he's vulnerable. Brings us down to 11 health. Unless he can completely negate my ability to attack, I think I'm all right. Lowered my strength and my dexterity. Lowering dexterity means blocks are not as effective and give me less block. And strength means less damage. But that's okay, because I can still dropkick him for free, strike him, and he's gone. That vulnerable really worked out for us in that fight. And now we get gold, an energy potion. Discerning Monocle. Merchant prices reduced by 20%. Holy crap. I must find all merchants now. Wow, I love 2 of these cards at least. Thunderclap. 4 damage and 1 vulnerable to all enemies. Pretty nice. Right now, we're not fighting multiple enemies yet, but we will down the road. Headbutt. I love Headbutt. Deal 9 damage and then take a card from my discard pile and put it on top of my draw pile so that I get it next turn. I love Headbutt. It's so good. But Whirlwind is excellent. Spend all of your energy and then deal 5 damage to all enemies depending on how much energy you spend. So if I spend all 3 energy, it hits them by 5 3 times. Oh man, that's really good. I'm going to grab Whirlwind because there's ways I could use that later. Right now, not the most powerful skill, but later on it will be amazing. What are you? A cultist. All right. We get so many cards on our first turn thanks to this bag of preparation. I'm not sure I like it, to be honest with you, because I don't have the energy to use them all. Let's bash him. There we go. Vulnerable. He's going to buff himself, so this is a good chance to do as much damage as we can on the first turn. Incantation. My power is unmatched. He has given himself a ritual. At the end of his turn, he gains 4 strength. Wow. And he's going to debuff me this turn. Well, dropkick is free. And then strike him 3 times. He's he's dead. My powers were matched! Yes, they were, my friend. We've done it. Corruption. When you use corrupt, it costs all 3 of your energy. But whenever you use it, it's a power, so it stays to the end of combat. And it makes all of my skills cost nothing. But if I use a skill, I have to exhaust it. That doesn't seem good, because I would only be able to use defend 4 times, and I would have no other block skills. So that doesn't seem great. Well, I guess I would have Iron Wave, but that's not a great block skill. I mean, it is, but it's not enough block skills. Wild Strike. Deal 12 damage, then you take a wound and put it in your draw pile. I don't want to accumulate wounds necessarily, but I could see where that could be useful. Carnage. Carnage is an ethereal card. 22 damage is nothing to sneeze at. But an ethereal card is exhausted at the end of your turn if it's still in your hand. So, Carnage is literally a use it or lose it type card. Now, if I use it, it goes in a discard pile and I can still use it the turn after that. So, it is something that I could use repeatedly. I'll take it for that. Wow, 2 treasure chests. So let's see what's ahead. 2 fights on the left side, then a question mark, and it keeps going. The right side has more to it, though. I could hit a merchant. I kind of want to hit a merchant with these discounts. So let's open this chest. Chest gives us 25 gold and an anchor. Start each combat with 10 block. I mean, yes, please. That's beautiful. What do we have here? Scrap ooze. As you walk into the room, you hear a strange gurgling and the grinding of metals. Before you is a slime-like creature that ate too much scrap for its own good. From the center of the creature, you see glints of strange light, perhaps something magical. Looks like you can get some treasure if you reach inside its opening. However, the acid and sharp objects may hurt. Lose 3 HP and get 25% chance to find a relic. You know, we have a lot of HP. Let's rock some of it. Yikes, all we find is corroded metal and a bit of burning pain. However, you're convinced there's still a relic. Our chance is 35%. We lose 4 HP. Let's try again. Oh, no. 45% lose 5 HP. Let's go. Oh, geez. 55%, 6 HP. Woo, we finally did it. After rummaging through, you finally grab hold of a relic and yank it out. Pull your way out of the ooze. Damaged but rewarded. A pear raises your max HP by 10. I don't know if that was worth it, but we got it. Let's hit this merchant up. How you doing, sir? We have 151 gold, and we have a discount thanks to our discerning monocle. Pummel. Deal 2 damage 4 times, and then get rid of it. I mean, it only costs 28, but it still doesn't seem good. Feed. Deal 10 damage. If this kills the enemy, you permanently gain 3 max HP. That seems really good. It's also really expensive. Offering. It costs nothing to use. Lose 5 HP, gain 2 energy, draw 3 cards, exhaust. Seems like garbage. Yeah, there are reasons why this could be a good card, but for me, for now, it seems like garbage. Armaments. Gain 5 block, upgrade a card in your hand for the rest of combat. So just me, or does that seem like a straight upgrade to block? Barricade. Block no longer expires at the start of your next turn. That's really good. Also support small businesses. That's really good, especially since we start with 10 block. We do have plenty of block cards. The colorless cards they have are blind. Apply 1 week to the enemy. I mean, it's free to use, so it's not bad. Thinking ahead. Draw 2 cards, then put a card from your hand on top of your draw pile. So it's just like the other card that does that, except it's free to use. Okay. I love the card. I love the art for it. It's beautiful. Man, there's a lot of good ones here. I like Feed. I like Armaments. And I like Barricade. I think I'm going to go with Barricade, because having your block no longer expire is really powerful. And it's the only one I can afford right now. So that part's unfortunate, but we got 3 battles before the next campfire, so hopefully we can run through these. Alright, we're up against a large acid slime. It's going to attack me for 16 damage. We already have 10 blocks, so that's fine. When he has less than 50% HP, he will split into 2 smaller slimes. Carnage. If we don't use it now, we lose it, so I'm going to use it. There you go. And then I think I'm going to defend, because that will give me 5 more block, and it will reduce the amount of damage I take to 1. There we go. That's not too bad. Whirlwind is tempting here because I'll do a lot of damage. He's going to use a negative effect on me here. Let's clothesline him. There we go. He's down past half health. He's interrupted, and we don't know what he's going to do next turn. He's probably going to split. Knowing him, we do need the block. We can save block between turns. So, if we get barricade, that is, which we don't have yet. I should probably pay attention to what I'm doing. He's split in the 2 medium slimes. They're going to be strategic. I'm going to try to do a debuff and do 7 damage. This is not the right time to use barricade, unfortunately. I mean, it's the only time to use barricade, I guess. Let's use it. All right, now we can keep our block between turns. We don't have enough block right now to actually make use of it, but they're going to corrosively spit at me, which gives me a wound in my discard pile. Ouch. That could be rough. And now they're going to do straight damage. That's a lot of damage. We're going to weaken one of them. Let's kill him if we can. No, not yet. We're going to kill him next turn. They're doing a lot of damage to me here. This is a regular enemy, too. I'm kind of surprised he's not a boss, but we don't have the best deck right now. Which, hey, that's my fault, but 22 damage on this guy. Let's do that. And then we use Whirlwind to hit them both by 5, and we're down to 1 enemy. Do your negative effect. He licked me. Oh, no, I'm weakened. It's okay. He's still a goner. Strike him. He's gone. We get some health back. 6 health. Not a lot. Let's see. Whenever a card is exhausted, gain 4 block. Juggernaut. Whenever you gain any amount of block, deal 3 damage to all enemies. I mean, my God. Yes. That might actually change my whole strategy here. This next fight, a fungi beast who has a rat. It's disgusting. He's going to hit for 6 damage. When he dies, he applies vulnerable on me for 2 turns. That's pretty rough. And a spike slime. He's going to do a negative effect and hit me for 8 damage. Carnage is still really good here. I'm going to use Carnage on the spike slime because I'm more afraid of what he can do damage-wise. And then let's Iron Wave. No, let's Whirlwind. There we go. We're going to take a lot of damage this turn, but we can mitigate most of it thanks to our starting block. There we go, down to 4 damage. He hit me with a wound, which is not the worst. I could use Juggernaut now. Yes, use Juggernaut now. And then defend. There's 3 damage to them. He hits me for 6, so it's going to do 1 damage to me. All right. Now we can bash him. And defend ourselves. No, we don't need to defend ourselves. He's gonna try to buff himself. So let's attack him. We made him vulnerable with bash. That was a better move. Strength potion for 3 strength. That sounds pretty good. Battle trance I still don't like. True grit. Gain 7 block. Exhaust a random card in your hand. I don't particularly like that one either. And pummel is back. Deal 2 damage 4 times. If I could get my strength up, this could be a really good card, but I actually don't like any of these. I'm going to skip the card and just not grab one. None of those seem that great to me. Curl up. 3 louses. They're all going to... Well, 2 of them are going to buff themselves. One of them is going to be aggressive. When they attack... When they are attacked, they roll up and gain block. They all gain different amounts, too. I guess some of them are just better at it than others. We try to do 15 damage right away. It's not going to kill any of them. Unfortunately, because of their ability. But I still think it might be the best move. Oh my God, it actually did. Maybe they only got the buff once. Wow, that was great. Havoc. Play the top card on your draw pile and exhaust it. Risky. Disarm. Enemy loses 2 strength. Exhaust the card. That could be useful for enemies that are stronger. Wild Strike I already don't like. I'm going to get Disarm. Then we hit the campfire. I think this is a good time to get our health back. We're going to get 27 health back. Down to 49, so we could use it. 76 out of 90 is pretty good, considering we're about to fight the boss. Oh my God, he is a huge slime boss in a nice hat. I love him. He also does 9 damage, and he's going to give me a debuff this turn. So, I think this is a chance to use Carnage. And then I think I'm going to use Disarm. Oh, wait. No. Dropkick is not free. We did not use Bash. Let's use Disarm. It's going to only do 7 damage, and our block's going to go ahead and mitigate all of that. But he's going to hit us with Goop! Oh, no! Draw reduction. We get one less card for 2 turns. I can live with that. We don't know what he's going to do this turn, though. He's not attacking, though. We do know that. So let's use Clothesline. And then hit him with Strike. We can't carry the block over from turn to turn yet. So there's no point in using Iron Wave. We might as well do more damage. Slime Crush! He just yelled at me? Okay. He is going to split once his health is down below half. Oh, this is a good chance to barricade here, I think. He's going to do a lot of damage, so let's block up. Let's try to get Juggernaut going, too. If we can get those together, we can play defensively. All right, his weaken is worn off. He's still going to use a negative effect. There's Juggernaut. Let's use it. Iron Wave for both damage and block. Whirlwind doesn't do anything for me, so. Goop Spray again. Needs less cards for a couple of turns. I can live with that because we... Oh, Carnage again. Yeah, let's use Carnage. 80... And then block. Since he's not attacking, we're going to keep our block for the next turn. Preparing. He's charging up for the next turn here. Well, guess what? We're going to defend. Oh, we interrupted his attack. So he's not going to be able to hit us. He's not vulnerable, so let's strike him. We have 15 guard now. And we keep it, so this is working. He split into a Spike Slime and an Acid Slime. All right. They're both going to be strategic and try to use negative effects, so we're going to block here. And I think we're just going to go straight in on the Spike Slime first, and they're going to use their negative effects on me here. A Lick weakens our damage. A second Lick. Oh, this one weakens our block for 2 turns. That's good to know. Let's use Ethereal. This guy's planning on hitting us hard, and I can't weaken him now, so let's take him out for as much damage as we can. We interrupted his attack, so he's going to split up now. One in the back's going to lick me again. I do not appreciate this. Small one is split. What's the plan? One in the back's going to hit me for 11. The other 2 are going to use negative effects on me. Let's block. We don't gain much from this block, but we do have enough to where we can't be hurt this turn. We're going to follow that up with a hit on this guy. Right now, our defensive strategy, I think, may be the good long-term strategy for us. Corrosive Spit. 2 wounds. Ouch. That hurts. I could try to Whirlwind, but it's only going to do 3 damage. So I think the better move is defend, defend, Iron Wave for more defense. And they're not attacking me this turn. This strategy is foolproof, I think, against this enemy. Juggernaut. I've not actually seen Juggernaut prior to this playthrough, and right now it seems to be like a golden god of an ability. At least for me. Defend. Defend again. Iron Wave on the one in the middle because we're going to gain block and hit them all for 3 more. We have 33 block, and they only have 19 damage. All right, into our discard pile. A lot of wounds. But we haven't had any wounds in our hand yet, so we've been very lucky. All right, that guy's down. Let's bash him to make him vulnerable, and then next turn we can start attacking. He's actually going to split. Does he keep the vulnerability, though? He does not! Okay, we have some wounds in our hand, finally, which is not great. Let's throw down a defend, and then clothesline the one in the front to weaken him, so we can keep a little bit more of our defense going here. They're going to lick me. This is what they're good at. They're licking mother lickers here. We have a lot of wounds in our pile, but as long as we don't end up pulling strats that are all wounds, we'll be fine. That Carnage was a great pull there. Very lucky draw. 10 damage. We still blocked it. He's going to use an ability. He's not going to attack us this round, so let's build up our defenses. Hit him. We're no longer debuffed, but he's going to fix that here soon. Another lick, another weakened. Well, that's fine. We can still do plenty of damage per turn with what we've got. Bring it. Oh, no! I blocked all the damage. You poor weak fool. Get out of my house. 1 boss down. 103 gold. Poison potion. I don't really need it. And we get a card here. It's going to be a good card. Wow. Another Barricade, another Juggernaut. Unfortunately, actually, no. This is worth having because you can stack Juggernaut. Barricade doesn't stack. Either the block expires or it doesn't. Limit Break, we still don't have a way of boosting our strength. But if we could stack 2 Juggernauts and get 6 damage every time we use a block move, we could become the Juggernaut. Like the character you see, who's unstoppable. Anyway, choose a relic from the boss chest. Thank you, Mr. Tentacle Monster inside the chest. You get to choose from Lizard Tail. When you would die, heal 50% of your max HP instead. It works once, so it's a kind of a get-out-of-death free card. Tiny House. Get a potion. Get 30 gold. Get 5 max HP and get a card. I mean, it's a tiny house. It's adorable. White Beast Statue. Potions always drop after combat. If I used potions a lot, this would be fantastic. I'm going to get the get-out-of-jail-free card here with the Lizard Tail. It might be the Coward's Way Out. I'm not sure, but we'll find out. And here's a sneak peek of level 2, the city, which we will explore next time here on Thet Plays Slay the Spire. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to let me know by giving it a like. If you have not already, feel free to subscribe for more videos, such as Slay the Spire. This is a new series I'm starting out. I'm going to try to get this one recorded whenever I can. Basically, it's not going to have a rigid schedule necessarily like any of my other series are, but I do like this game. I do want to keep playing it, and I see that you guys liked it quite a bit as well. So I'm going to get these out when I can, and hopefully it'll be well enjoyed. Thank you again for watching this video of Thet Plays Slay the Spire. My name is Thet, and I will see you in the next video.